Hey everyone, and welcome. I am here reporting live from the Ultimate Family Townhouse. Where do we begin? So, at the end, I will show a whole entire video of our townhouse. It is a 3-story townhouse here on Icon of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. Where do we even begin? I've gotten many questions, many little inside point of view that I feel I can share from actually staying here for a week with 4 children. So I feel we should get down to basics, like bring it all the way to the beginning. So a couple weeks prior to boarding, you will go ahead and get a message from your genie. There is on Icon of the Sea, there's only 3 genies, and their job is exclusively to take care of their star guests. So as soon as, like, I would say it was like about 5 to 6 weeks prior, they start sending you emails, welcoming you, excited to meet you. They'll send you a questionnaire just to kind of get like an input of your family, get an input of what you like, what you don't like. Then as it gets closer, they start getting more, how can I explain it? Like just asking more questions. They want to know more about you. Prior to the week of leaving, of getting on the ship, they will send you like what type of food you would like when you board, what are your favorite drinks, what are your favorite foods, what are you most excited for, anything that you can think of. You go ahead and tell them just to make it as easy and chilled as possible. So that's what I went ahead and did. I told them exactly what type of drinks my family likes, the type of water we like, their favorite snacks, a whole bunch of like little details that I felt were awesome, because when we got to our townhouse, everything was like ready for us. So they went ahead and I got a girl. Her name was Anna, and she was amazing. So first it was by emails, then we went ahead and we created a chat through WhatsApp, and that's our main communication. So we went ahead and we did that. I let her know that we were celebrating my son's 10th birthday, that this was his big surprise party, like his big surprise, trip, birthday trip. And she was very well aware. She went ahead, and also after I kind of told them everything, I told them like very simple little details, like my son loves chocolate chip cookies, my daughter likes sugar cookies, one likes chocolate ice cream, one likes vanilla ice cream, just literally any little detail that you can think of to make it extra personal for you. Then 2 days prior to leaving, so we left on Saturday. We did Halloween week. So we left Saturday and we came back Saturday. So I would say like around Thursday before we left, she started already sending us like all our info for getting on the ship, which we had always done Sky class and we had never went up to Star class. I'm telling you now, once you do Star, you will not want to go back. You will not want to go back. I promise you. So she sent us all the info, everything that we needed to do. She told us that as soon as we get there, that, the terminal, the section we're going to, completely separated from everyone. So usually when you get on a ship, you have to, turn in your bags, drop off your bags, and your bags get mixed in with all the other bags. and you kind of, you get your room like around 1:30, and you just have to wait for your luggage. And that's just how it's always been. So here in Star Class, it's a bit different. As soon as you check in, for instance, my husband went and parked the car, so we just pulled over to the side. Star Class treated us like stars. They came straight to our car. They had this big rollaway, so they got our luggage, put it all together right there, just one long cart. We checked it in, and it went straight to our room. Like, we did not have to wait. They literally took us straight into the boat, straight to our room, and it was there waiting for us. So we went ahead, we did check-in. It was, when I say check-in, it's not what you check in normal check-ins. It's literally in the same part where they have the luggage. Right there, we check in with the lady at the booth, and I tell her I'm in the townhouse suite. Treat you like royalty instantly. And we went ahead, we waited for our party. Something that's nice is they try to make it as easy and as more, relaxing for the star guests as possible. So since we are traveling with a group, they do have access to come on board with us. So they had their check-in rooms at 1:30, and we were allowed to get in as early as 10:30 in the morning. So our whole families went ahead. We were staying with two different, my in-laws had a room. My husband's best friend had a room with his kids. So they let us all just come in together. They did check-in with us. I tell you, from the moment we pulled in the car to the moment we walked into the suite, I think it was 20 minutes. 20 minutes, like waiting to use the restroom, waiting for my husband to park. It was 20 minutes. That's easy peasy. It was truly amazing. So that was a plus. They walked us right in. We went to a little lounge. We honestly didn't have to wait for our lounge, because at the lounge, you're supposed to wait. It's a Star Class lounge. You're supposed to wait for your genie. That's where your genie meets you. You meet your genie in person, and so forth, so on. So when we got there, we did not have to wait. She was there waiting for us, open arms. She was truly amazing. She had remembered that it was a surprise. So the kids were a little off. They were like, what's going on? But they were loving it. They were talking to her. They were loving it. She kind of stayed quiet. She took us right on in through our own private security. We scanned our stuff right there and walked right in. She has a little card where she says that she's with them, and it was like that, as easy peasy. Once we got up to our room, the kids were surprised. I have videos to show their reaction, their honest, natural children reaction. We have a 14, 13, 10, and 4-year-olds. So we're talking about all different type of age groups. When we got here into the suite, into the townhouse, it was like overwhelming. There was just a whole bunch of staff. Sorry, I have my kids. I don't know what's going on. I thought I heard the baby. So there was a bunch of staff everywhere. We had like 3 staffs just loading up the dining room, filled with things that you can think of to eat. We had sushi. We had a whole bunch of desserts. We had cookies. We had brownies. We had anything you can think of. It was truly amazing. We had a whole stocked up little cabinet filled with all our drinks. And right there, our genie spoke to us. We met with her. She told us to relax. And we kind of just enjoyed the room. So another thing is the genie takes care of everything from start to beginning. You don't have to plan absolutely anything. So usually you have to reserve to watch shows, at least to get good seats. After everybody's done walking in with the reserved shows and stuff, then the walk-ins can come in. So with your genie, you kind of have to let go on being in control. You can't be in control. It's honestly for you to relax. You tell them, today I want to do this, and everything is set. You walk in, they put you right in, they walk you right in. And you have your private seats. It's amazing. What else? So that was our whole experience of like getting onto the ship. What's another thing? There's like just so much, so I'm trying to like organize it in my head, things that I feel like people should know. One of the biggest questions is, how much is the suite? How much is it? How much did you spend? How much did you invest? How much? So it's definitely an investment, honestly. After staying here for a whole entire week, seeing all the perks you get, seeing all the stuff you get, it truly is worth it. So we are a party of 6. It's me, my husband, our 4 children, and we currently paid $25,000 per person. You can do the math. The cheapest, it goes with the pricing. The cheapest I've come across it, I believe, is $17,000 a person. Depends the season you're in. Depends, it all depends on pricings. But it does not go any lower than $17 a person. Now, why do I feel it's an investment? Why do I feel it's worth it? One, your kids don't want to leave. I went on the slide like a billion times. We had friends over. Just the room in general. Besides the room, because the room is a room, or a townhouse, or whatever you want to call it. It's the perks you get with it. It's the VIP treatment you get with it. It's the royalty you get with it. You're staying in the one most expensive room in the whole entire ship. You get all the little things, all the little extras are free. For instance, you get this star bracelet. Everyone in the suite gets a bracelet. You still need your seat card pass, your seat pass card, but it's just really to get on and off the ship. Everything else within the ship, you use your wristband. So when you get, for instance, let's start off with like food and drinks. With food, you have everything included, everything you can think of. So normally you'll buy a dining package, and if you've bought in a dining package before, you can only eat, like for instance, one time at a restaurant a day. So you can pick, chops that day, and if there's anything a little extra, you kind of have to pay the extra amount. Excuse me. When we have done it before, there's a lot of little extras, like playmakers is an extra, a bunch of little things. There's little extras everywhere. So with this in particular, being a star class, everything is included. Everything with no boundaries. You can go to Playmakers. I know I'm not really aware. We weren't a big fan of Playmakers until actually this ship. But for instance, for Playmakers, I believe you're only allowed to order like a certain amount of food. I'm not sure if it's like the whole trip in general or per day. But here with Star Class, you don't have boundaries. You can go order everything on the menu. You can go as many times as you want during the day. There's no boundaries. The same thing with the beverage package. Everyone in the room gets unlimited beverage package. Sorry, it's like really late. And we leave tomorrow morning, so I am exhausted. So everybody gets all the perks. So you do, all the children, obviously they don't get, but they do get the beverage package where they can get all the soda they want, they can get all the virgin drinks they want, the frozen drink, they can get anything they want. It's completely free. With adults, usually when you buy the drinking package, it's a limit of 15 drinks a day. With Star Class, you have no boundaries. There's no limits. You can get as many drinks as you like. Absolutely nothing costs. No, you can't. You drank too much for today. None of that embarrassment. Another thing that I feel like a lot of people don't know is sugar is actually included. So if you want to buy merchandise, obviously There's a club going on downstairs. Okay, so in Sugar Beach, if you want to buy merchandise, no, that is not included because you're trying to buy a little toy or you're trying to buy merchandise. But they do have all around a circle wall candy where you can just fill up by the pound. All that is included. For instance, the first night we went, my kids all went with their cousins and stuff, and they got bags and bags of candy, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are gonna get a stomach ache. The guy weighs it, and I believe the candy was like $66, completely free. Here you go, ma'am, have a beautiful day. That's something that's definitely a nice little plus. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to stick within food and drinks. I'm trying to see all the little things that, you know, might get passed on or mixed. The milkshakes. On, I believe it's, I'm not sure if it's 15 or 16, they have specialty milkshakes that have like piñatas, and you can add some liquor into it if you like, and stuff like that, completely free. It's all yours. That's usually like an up cost. Nothing. I'm probably gonna say the name wrong. I forgot the name on the top of my head right now. It's where they cook in front of you. They now have a takeout window, and they do these amazing ice creams, and it's like homemade pancake cones. I don't even know how to explain it. I do not like cones at all in my ice creams, but this one's like a fluffy pancake, nice and warm with the cold ice cream, and it's just like completely free. You get as many as you want, completely free. So yeah, so basically anything on the ship for chops. That's we love chops. We were a huge fan of 150 Central Park, and they didn't bring it back on Icon of the Sea. So we ended up doing Chops Grill. I want to say we did 6 nights. 6 nights in Chops Grill. Now in Chops Grill, something that they changed is they have their iconic cuts where they have tomahawk steaks, they have Wagyu, a nice little section and selections of different meats and qualities and stuff. That's an upcharge for anybody else, even if you have the dining package. Yeah. It's out there? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, what's up with that? Yo, that's Miami for your ass. What is that, a cop? Oh, for real? No fucking way. Oh, this is the end. All right, let me finish my video. This is crazy. After hours out here. We have officially arrived in Miami, and there's like a whole party going on outside. Okay, I don't even know where I left off. I was like dancing out there. What was I saying? Oh, okay, the iconic cuts. Usually when you get a dining package, that's an upcharge. You have to, it's not a lot, but it is an upcharge. So with us in Star Class, it's completely free. You don't have to worry about it. It's whatever you want on the menu, just go ahead and pick. You are also able to pick multiple plates. which is awesome. Basically, yeah, like with food and drinks, it's pretty simple. Everything is included. Another thing, with a beverage package, usually Starbucks was never included. You had to always pay extra for Starbucks. It's just how it was. With Star Class, their drinks are free, they're complimentary. Technically, like I like to say, we are paying for it because within the price we are paying for it. But yes, the Starbucks drinks are completely free. Any coffee, any of their specialty drinks. The only thing that isn't upcharged, which I don't understand, but whatever, is like anything else within Starbucks. So for instance, if you want a chocolate chip cookie from there, they will charge you. If you want a water bottle from there, they will charge you. Honestly, that's the only restaurant or the only like food place that I came across where we had to pay for something. Everything else was completely free. We didn't have to worry about anything. Even room service. Usually when you do room service, they charge you a fee for room service. Completely complimentary. If you wanted to eat, for instance, Giovanni's, like your kids want to eat in Giovanni's, get a pizza from Giovanni's, and your husband wants to get a steak, a tomahawk from Chops Grill, and I would like some sushi, and my daughter would like a burger from the main dining room, right? You can do that. They will bring you everything from any restaurant that you like, and they will bring it to you and set up everything for you completely complimentary, which I loved. That's basically that with the foods and like the restaurants and the drinks and stuff. The only time that I experienced having to pay out of pocket extra was at that Starbucks experience, which is really like if you wanted to eat anything. Usually people go for Starbucks. Like for instance, my son wanted a water. They told him, sorry, it's not free, it's $6. He went next door, he got a better water bottle, Avion, and so it's fine. It's nothing that's gonna, oh my God. To keep it within the food, just since we're there already, that's another thing too. You can request your genie. Like for instance, my kids love fresh cookies. So I think it was like at 1 o'clock, every day at 1 p.m. and every day around 6 p.m., I would get fresh baked cookies delivered to our room, and I would get fresh fruits delivered to our room, because that was one of our requests when like before we were talking and all that. I said my kids love cookies, my daughter loves fruits, she likes strawberries, she likes berries. She makes it all happen. So that's something that our genie personally did herself, was arrange that type of stuff that every day we had. Let's see. Since we're, again, with the food, we're going to just stick to it for a little bit right now. Another thing, they give you have a refrigerator here, and you have a nice, you can't see it, it's like directly behind the slide. There's like a little counter like this with a couple shelves, and it is stocked. It's your stocked up stuff with anything you can think of. You have Red Bull, you have Gatorades, all different types of flavor Gatorades, you have Sprite, Fanta, Coke, fresh orange juice, what else? Water, sparkling water, anything that you can think of. You have it there. It looks like your storage is just stocked up at all times. Every time somebody comes to clean in your room, they will restock it up. Aside from that, you have your refrigerator with your cold drinks. Speaking of, give me a second. So yes, on top of that, you have your cold drinks that are there. You get champagne brought to your room every single day. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's It's pretty awesome. The only thing they will not do, just to put it out there, they will not, your genie is allowed to bring you food and to bring you drinks from anywhere as long as you're in the room. Or for instance, if she took you to a show or dropped you off at a show, she will go ahead and get you a drink. But for instance, if you are hanging at the pool, hey, I'm at the pool, I need food and drinks, they will not just pop out and just magically appear with your food and drinks. No, you must be in the room. Sorry for my ums. I'm like trying to think on the top of my head. So yes, they will not go and take you food anywhere. Like let's say you're listening to the band. No, they will not take you food there. They will to the room. Another thing that's cool too is, for instance, in the restaurants, if you want to take food up to the room, like, okay, can you please give me a box to take it up? They will not let you take it up. They will keep it for you and they will make your genie come and deliver it up to your room. So you do not have to walk around with anything, absolutely anything on you, which I loved. I think I pretty much have covered everything that's food and beverage related. Pretty sure. Also here on Icon of the Seas, they give you like your Coke cups. I don't know if you remember, before the Coke cups were like Coca-Cola. Now they have like these cool, fun, colory cups. They give one to everyone. Not to everyone, I'm lying. They gave one to every kid. We had 4 in the room. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm pretty much covered everything that has to do with that. Moving on. Remember, stay to the end. I will be showing you the room, the suite, the townhouse, whatever you prefer to call it. I will show you a complete tour. So, are we doing a U-turn yet? I don't know. We just got to Miami and we're supposed to be doing a U-turn. I have no idea. Give me a second. Oh, it is cold. Okay, and I'm back. Another, I got asked a few questions. I have put up on social media if there was any particular questions that people wanted to know. One of the questions was the room what I expected before I got into the suite? Yes and no, honestly. It is what I expected because I've seen the videos, I had done my research. I like knowing what I'm getting myself into before I get into it. But at the same time, no, it wasn't. It was much better in person. I think it was, we walked in and we're like, someone please pinch me, please pinch me. I need to, like, I am living a dream. Another question that I had gotten was it pricey? I had mentioned earlier the price. The answer is yes. It was very pricey, but I feel it's a memory that's gonna last forever with your children. I feel like it's an amazing investment. It's personal. It's everyone thinks differently. I think it was something beautiful that we gave to our children, and we saw how much they truly enjoyed it for a whole week. They had multiple friends over. They truly had a blast. They have their own hot tub. They were hanging out in the hot tub. They have a gaming table that they were there interacting. They have a karaoke. They have a PlayStation. They have a I am so horrible with things. They have a Switch, but they have the VR. They have a VR. The only thing, honestly, that I have to say that I did not like, they have a PlayStation. They had a PlayStation 5, and none of the games were downloaded. None of them. So realistically, my son couldn't play any games. He downloaded one game, and it took him almost 2 days to download. That I was like, buddy, we're not wasting our time doing this. Like, this is not our job. Everything else was perfectly fine. Karaoke was super fun. It was pretty cool. And we have these humongous TVs. Usually TVs are like tiny. We have these humongous TVs. We have 3 TVs downstairs. We have 2 huge ones, the main living room one, the theater, and then there's a nook inside the theater that in there's like a TV that you can face to with the gaming. It's pretty cool. So there's 3 TVs down on the second level. On the third level up, there's a huge TV in the master room, and then there's 4 TVs in the kids room. There's 2 sets of bunk beds, and each bunk bed has its own TV, which is awesome. Nobody has to fight about what they want to watch. Nobody has to fight about the volume because each TV also comes with headphones. So I thought that was definitely a plus. Another question I got asked was, how many people fit in this room? We are a family of 6, and we fit more than comfortable here. Like, when I tell you there is space, there is space. There's living space. There's honestly like a lot. So for instance, Delilah, one of our daughters, she ended up sleeping. There's a nook down here. It's super cool. It's like a little hidden little cave. She slept there mostly all the nights. Super comfortable. She loved that spot. My son is currently in there. I don't think you can see it. But in there, let me see. Yeah, no, you can't see it. In the theater, there's like a shark tooth, a shark mouth, and he sleeps in there. He has slept there the whole entire trip. He's like, I'm not going to sleep in a regular bed. I have a bed at home. I am going to sleep in this cool spot. So that's another spot that the kids hung out in and slept. Up here, we have like a net, like hanging net. That's another spot that the kids once slept at. They thought it was so fun and cool and different. So they truly enjoyed that. This alone, you can fall asleep. I've taken a nap on these chairs. So there's 2 of these pink chairs. There's one by the slide. I did not move it here. This is where it was. And then we have a couch, and then we have another huge pink chair over there. It's super fluffy and fun. In the front, as soon as you walk in the front door, you have the front door, and you have the patio door where you go down the stairs to your patio. There you have a huge window with another 2 comfy chairs. They are not like this. At the end of the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're not like this, but they are extra comfy. Like, you just take a nap. My mother-in-law took a nap there. The couch is also another spot to sleep. So yes, there's a lot of not sure what happened over there. That was a loud noise. So yes, the answer is there's a lot of space to fit. I would say you can sleep a good 8 to 10 people in here. Another cool thing is downstairs we have 3 bathrooms. Downstairs we have a full bathroom. It's not the biggest, but it gets the job done. It has a shower, it has a toilet, it has a sink. It gets the job done. So you can have somebody staying down here if you like. You have the bathroom, you have the space to sleep. Also, by the TV is like a full little closet space. You have a spot to hang your clothes, to hang your shoes. Like it's set up for people to stay down here, honestly. Upstairs you have the kids' room. It has the 4 beds. It has its own bedroom, own bathroom, which is beyond big. It is beautifully big. Then you have the master room. The master room, honestly, is the only thing I wasn't truly happy about. It was a bit small. 1, for the price that you're paying, and 2, for the room that you have. You have this humongous 3-story suite, and you get into the bedroom. Again, we're not comparing it to normal rooms. We're comparing it due to the price and the size of this townhouse. It is a bit small. I have really big luggages, and I felt it was just uncomfortable having to deal around them. The bathroom, then the master bedroom also has a bathroom, which is huge. The shower is a humongous shower. So yeah, living wise, a lot of people fit here. It's very comfortable. I honestly feel like they did make it where if it's like maybe 2 families, even if you wanted to, they really did use their space wisely. All right, let's change let's change up the topic a little bit. Things that are included with Star Class that I had no idea were included with Star Class, which I think it's definitely a plus, and it's super cool. So we personally have gone on Symphony of the Seas, we have gone on Wonder of the Seas, and we have gone on Utopia of the Seas, and now Icon. So since Symphony, we have done every year, every new ship that comes out. And in every ship that we have done so far, we always do the private, what's the name of it now? Flow Rider. We always do the private Flow Rider. It ranges around $600 for a private session. What does a private session include? A private session is an hour long, and it includes as many people as you like. There's really no boundaries. It's just how would you like to split your time. So if you have only 4 people, your time's gonna get split up nicely. If you have, for instance, us, that we're a party of 6, you have to split up your hour within your whole party of 6. So one thing that I extremely appreciative was Star Class includes you a one-time complimentary private session. I thought it was amazing because we've always done it. We know what it goes for. You're talking about a nice little gift. To them, it's probably nothing, but we've paid for it every single trip. So it was definitely nice just to get it complimentary. So we did do that. We had a private session. We had 2 trainers teach us, a guy and a girl. The guy worked with the guys and the girls worked with the girls. I thought it was set up beautifully. And we had about, let me see, we had 5 kids and 2 adults do it. So again, you're talking about 7 people. We had to use our time wisely, but we enjoyed it. It was free, it was complimentary, we had a good time, everybody got to surf, boogie board. It was fun. Another thing that's also included in Star Class is all the little classes that they offer. I'm not sure if you're aware, but they always kind of offer in sugar, like cupcake decorating classes. In the sushi restaurant, they do sushi rolling classes. They do a bunch of little classes. Those are all included. I had no idea. That's something that I found out in the ship, and I thought it was amazing. I had personally had booked. I had no idea, so I went ahead and I had booked a cupcake decorating class. I wanted to do it just with the girls, like a little fun thing to do just with the girls. So when I got here, my genie was like, don't worry, we're going to refund you back that money because it is complimentary. You do not have to pay for that. Which I was like, oh, nice. So all those little extras, all those little classes, all those things that they do are included. At least for my understanding, it's included one time complimentary. I never tried to do an activity more than once, so I'm not really aware, but from my understanding, yes, you're only allowed to do it. Like surfing was complimentary one time. The cupcaking, I don't know. I'm assuming it's one time also. It makes the most sense, but I'm not really sure. What else? What else is included? Another fun thing that was included, which I kind of knew already, but it's nice to share because I experienced it and it was amazing. Your genie can set you up a personal party. So you tell her or him, hey, I would like to have a party. I'm going to have these many people over. I would like to have this type of food. I would like a DJ. I would like, in instance for our case, a pianist. I would like a bartender. Whatever you like, they will set it up for you. Completely complimentary. Completely. There is a bit of a fee. We did pay a little fee just because we personally really wanted a pianist to come up to the room. That's just something that was just driving me nuts and I really wanted. So she made it happen. It was a little fee, totally fine. It was worth everything, the experience. It was awesome. So I love throwing parties. I like having events. So I kind of know what all that goes for and I'm very well aware. So it was not bad at all. It was honestly nothing. That was really cool. I kind of just let my over controlling party planner self let go, and she took care of everything for me. I told her we were huge Halloween fans. We love Halloween. It's just something that as a family we love. So she decorated the whole entire thing of Halloween. It was super cool. We had bats on the walls. Well, when I do the video, you'll see it because we still have everything here up. So that was definitely something awesome that she did for us, or that they offer us, better said. You can throw yourselves a little party. A little, it definitely wasn't little, but she had actually told me too that one time they had a party and the wife, it wasn't in the townhouse suite, it was in the royal loft suite. The royal suite, not the loft. And they loved margaritas. So they brought them a whole margarita making lesson. They brought margarita mixes, salt, and a bunch of stuff, and they set that up for them completely complimentary. That was amazing. Another thing that the room offers, which only offers this in the townhouse suite, is you get to meet Rover. You get to meet the she, what is it they call it? Her, it's a her. Poor dog, I was calling it a boy. Rover is a girl, and she is honestly, she is the ship's dog. Chief officer. She is the most loving, well-trained dog that I have met. She truly does her purpose. She comes and she brightens up your day. We got her to come over here. She hung out. She met everyone. She just wanted to play and have fun. And she did tricks. And she was so loving. She honestly did her job. So that's another thing that they offer. You get to personally meet Rover, where usually you kind of have to just, get lucky and try to see her within the ship. They actually brought her up to us. That was another surprise I had for the kids. I was aware of that. So I had surprised that up for them, and that was their surprise, and they went crazy because they met Rover. She was the cutest little thing. Okay, what else? I'm pretty sure I had mentioned shows already in a different type of way, but let's just go into shows and activities. For instance, your genie can try to make anything happen. You just have to ask. And they will try their best. Not all genies are the same, but they're all different in their own ways. They're all awesome, they're just different in their own ways. So, you know, you have to work with that. Oh, excuse me. Our genie, I truly cannot complain. She did everything. They had this awesome haunted house that they did for Halloween, and it was like, it felt like I was in Horror Nights with the long waiting line. And she popped up. I told her, hey, I want to do the haunted house. I do not want to make the line. Can you help me? She popped out of her lamp like a little genie, and she gave us an RIP tour. I'm sorry, I am a huge Halloween fanatic, and I love going to Halloween Horror Nights, which they offer the RIP tour. So I was like, yes, she came in, she let us into the line, and she left. We went and walked in. It was awesome. It is cold. For shows, if a show starts at 8:30, you will meet with your genie 15 minutes prior. So you would meet at 8:15, and depends the show, they will ask what type of seating do you prefer. So for comedy, they definitely ask what seating do you prefer, because they do kind of mess with the people in the front rows. We personally love going to the comedy shows, so we live for that. So we were like, I want to be in the front every single day. Not every single day, but every time we go, we would like to be in the front. So she went ahead and she put us in the front all the times we went. What else? When you go to the Aqua show, definitely a 10 out of 10. That show was truly amazing. And there's a section, it's like a purple little section that is just for start class. Has the most comfortablest chairs. It has 4 chairs, extremely comfortable. Everybody else is like sitting on benches, and you are like here with these 4 huge chairs with this nice tables. You have cushions where the kids sit in front of you. It's truly nice. It's really, really nice. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, so many people, when do we get seats? No, your seats are well taken care of. They have their reserved. You're fine. She personally escorts you, from the entrance all the way down to your seats. Once you're in your seats, she removes the things, the star reserved, and you watch the show. The only show we did not do, and I just felt we were just tired and exhausted, was the ice show. But for instance, the ice show, they kind of changed the whole entire arena this time, and now it's circular rather than rectangular. So you would get the first row seats, which is awesome. We did watch The Wizard of Oz, and in that one, she gave us kind of right behind the one that does music, lights, DJing, like that type of stuff. We were kind of right behind it at this perfect view where you saw everything. So they definitely know what they're doing, and they try to give you like the best seats possible and all that. Now, rock climbing. Rock climbing isn't really something that they will go ahead and do, but for instance, if there is a long line, you can be like, hey, I want to do rock climbing. You will go ahead and they will skip the line for you. Another thing that's included, it's part of activities. I didn't mention it with like decorating and stuff, kind of passed me, is the edge. The crown's edge, where you kind of walk on air and you do the little thing on the edge of the Royal Caribbean side. That's complimentary also. You get to do that for free. What's another little thing? Trying to think. Another thing, speaking of like reserving seats, for instance, if you want to go to the pool and you can get seatings, your genie cannot reserve you pool seats. They cannot reserve you any lounge chairs. That's something they will not do. I think that's pretty much covered, like with shows. I want to say it's pretty awesome. You could watch as many shows as you want also. So for instance, you want to watch Wizard of Oz every single time, you can watch Wizard of Oz every single time. There's not a problem with that. But yeah, I think I pretty much have covered everything that we got to experience, and all the perks and all the stuff that you get within the townhouse suite. One thing I really did like that we appreciated that they did on Icon was the suite placement. So we had never really looked at it before on Symphony and Wonder or Utopia because it was always in a weird spot. You're paying all this money, and on the balconies, people that were playing basketball could just see you hanging out. You're hanging out with your wife, with your husband in the hot tub, and everybody can see you. Definitely wasn't nice. It wasn't something that called our attention. We are very private people, and we like to be private, and you know, I want to hang out and relax in my balcony, but it's just, you know. So one thing that we did like about that they switched here on Icon was that they made it on the back of the ship. It's completely in the back of the ship. You get the whole entire view. You get the whole wraparound view. It is truly amazing. Another thing, well, pros and cons. I can't tell you all the good without having to say the stuff that I feel was a little like uncomfortable, a little bad. Something that I didn't like, I'm gonna first go with the con and then I'll go with the pro. So one thing that I did not like was that our room was on the 8th floor mixed in in the hall with everybody else. So you had, if you wanted to go in by your main entrance where it says we are the ultimate family, if you wanted to go by that entrance, you had to go in by the regular hallway where everybody else is at, which that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're staying at sky level or any type of suite level, you get a different type of atmosphere. So you get bigger hallways, you get, more space. This was a narrow hallway, extremely long, very straight, and I just, me personally, I did not like that. But pros. Something I did like was you have the patio. So I can count with one hand how many times we came in through the main door. All we used the whole entire trip was our patio door, which is right there in our main entrance. You have the patio door, you go down the stairs, you have your patio, and right there, that was our in and out. I enjoyed that. It was exhausting. My legs hurt. A whole entire week of going up the stairs. I am exhausted. Then during the day, excuse me. During the day, Surfside, your patio is in Surfside. Surfside is extremely crowded just because it's meant for families. It's meant for kids. There's a lot of kids. So when you leave your patio, you do come across a lot of wet areas. You do come across a lot of kids running around and all that. Once it hits 6 p.m., once it's 6 p.m., our dinner was every day at 6:15. So by the time we had left our room already by 6 p.m., there was nobody. Nobody in sight, which I thought it was awesome. I don't know what time it is, but we are officially back and parked. What was I saying? I think we're getting closer now. I feel them moving. So yes, we had dinner every day. It was completely empty, which was awesome because we felt like we just had that to ourselves, and it was literally our own entrance. We have a bar that's right turning to us, the Lemon Bar. That was a super fun spot for the kids. I'm so sleepy. It's not even funny. But yeah, I mean, I think I pretty much have covered everything in a way. Pretty sure. Another cool thing is your genie doesn't let you do anything. Like, your genie is your customer service. If by any chance there's something, I don't know, any situation you might come across, your genie takes care of everything for you. My daughter had lost her room key card. Since we had to get off in Honduras, she went ahead and she resolved that for us. She brought us up the new card. Truly did anything. Like, was awesome. They truly do everything for you. Another thing I thought was nice was my younger daughter, my 4-year-old, made a friend. She said it was her best friend, and she wanted to invite her over to the house, to the townhouse, to hang out and have fun. And I told the genie her first name. Obviously, she can't give me any information, but I told her information. I was like, hey, this is her name, and my daughter wants to invite her over. She found her. She absolutely did. She was awesome. She went out of her way and she went looking for that guest that we were looking for. But yeah, I think other than that, I think I've pretty much covered every little thing. I definitely would rate this a 10 out of 10. I think this is an amazing experience. I think it is beautiful. It is a bit pricey, but like I said, it's worth all the memories that you're going to make with your children and your family. Yes, you will the same way in the ship in general, because you barely hang out, but this is just more intimate. It really is. It's more intimate. The kids just want to hang out and play with you, and you yourself, I can't even tell you how many times I've gone down that slide. My husband, we have had fun. We've enjoyed ourselves. We've enjoyed our kids. They've enjoyed us. We have truly bonded over this week trip. Definitely would do it again. I really would. And it's something that I feel nobody would understand until they actually stay here. Stay here a week, and you will truly understand why it's worth the $25,000 a person. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I told my genie, you're going to have to drag me out of here. I'm like, I don't want to wait for Stars of the Seas. Like, you're going to have to drag me out. But I am truly lucky and fortunate and grateful that we were actually able to do this for our children. It's, like I said, something that they're going to remember for the rest of the... It's definitely something that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. And they have something high up there to look to. When they become parents, they're going to be like, wow, my parents did this and this. I got to get myself together to give this to my kids. Well, anyways, we're going to be giving it to our grandkids, so they don't have to worry about anything. We're definitely going to make sure that we leave our kids very well taken care of. But yeah, this is our review of the ultimate family townhouse. And you have no idea how much I've cried. This was a huge secret that we kept inside for our kids, and I didn't want them to know about. And I was just filled with joy and happiness and butterflies, and I cried, and it was just an amazing feeling to be able to give them this experience. Truly, I truly did. And this is something that I had booked a year, a little bit more. We wait a little bit more for this trip. Honestly, we really did. My son wanted to go for his birthday. He wanted to go on a cruise, and his birthday was in April, and it was impossible to get this room. When I mean impossible, I mean impossible. And when I finally got my hands on it, believe me, I was not letting go. I was not letting go. Funny story is also that I kept it a secret from my husband too. So before I finish my little, room view, I'm gonna tell you this funny little story of how my husband found out before I give you the room tour. So it was supposed to be a surprise. He's obsessed with getting huge rooms. He does not like to stay in a small room at all. We don't like to be stuck in rooms, but we do enjoy being in the room a little bit. We like to relax. We like to spend time with each other. We need space. So he had thought that we had booked a different room. And I was trying to just hold it in so much because I was like, okay, I've waited so much already. Like, I can just keep waiting until we get there, until he sees, and he's just confused. And I had this plan in my head that I wanted to surprise him, and I wanted to do so many things, and I wanted to catch his reaction on camera and all this stuff, right? Well, look how funny. Look what happened. It ended up being I had to print out the luggage tickets. I had to print out. I printed out the invoice, and I printed out everything. It was on the printer. This was a couple days before we boarded, and he saw the invoice. That's how he found out the room that we were staying in, thanks to the lovely Royal Caribbean invoice. But yes. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you truly, at least once in your lifetime, you can truly experience this. I promise you, it's definitely worth it. I know it's a lot of money, but you can't bring back memories. You can't. You live once, you have to just enjoy and have fun and do everything you can do. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a few things, or maybe not, or maybe so, or even whatever. I will be putting more videos, and I will be more interactive. I have lots of content I have to do. I've just been with kids and stuff. It's just been one after the other. So make sure you like, you subscribe, keep, just stay there. I have lots of interesting stuff up my sleeve, and I would love to take you guys along with me. Join me, your one and only Board Farm wife. And we are the Board Farm family, and that's just what we do. So toodles, and enjoy the room tour. So everyone's currently sleeping. We are officially already in Miami. We have these super cool interactive tables. We have a full Lego wall. It comes with all the Legos. You don't have to worry about absolutely nothing. You have your own hot tub outside. Fresh cookies, like I said. Here we have all the fun Halloween decor. And here's a little nook in the like, this is your theater room. All the movies are free. That's something else I did not mention. Every single thing on the TV is free, all the movies, and they have a nice variety of movies. So here you have another TV, which is, I wouldn't say for this space, but I would say more maybe for that space. This has been his bed the whole entire week. So here you have your own little kitchen. It comes with your popcorn machine. It comes with your little ice cone machine, your coffee maker. Here's a birthday cake. So in here, you actually have your refrigerator. This whole entire thing opens as one, and it is your refrigerator. Here you have your whole entire system. Oops. So here you have your whole entire system. That's like your karaoke set, your PlayStation. Here you have all the games. Again, like I said, the only thing that sucked is the PlayStation isn't updated, so you have to download all the games. So my son could not play any game at all. Here's his Vita VR. And then you have a tablet, which is like for karaoke and stuff. All these down here are filled with board games. All the board games you can think of. It is filled. Here you have some Legos. Here you have your popcorn maker. Here you have all your special little things for your popcorn. Just like an empty storage. So then here you have, it's a small bathroom, but it does a job. It does a job. The kids maybe used it once or twice when we all tried getting ready at once. So it's a tiny little thing, but it gets it done. It does what it's supposed to do. You can use the bathroom. You can shower, get ready. It definitely does its job. That's a whole balcony too, where you can walk out through there. This is so cute. Welcome home, the stars. So this is another fun little spot. The kids always charge their phones there, and they hung out here in this little fun, cool nookie nook thing. They truly did enjoy it and have fun with it. So right here we have the front entrance. That is the front entrance. It leads to the hallway that I was speaking about, and that's your little door, literally right next to each other. This is what we used all week long. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to say like 3 times we used the main door. This was our favorite thing. You just go in and out through your patio, and it's super nice. And then these are the super comfy little chairs that you can just literally watch your kids out the window if you wanted to. Obviously I didn't, because she's smaller, but you could. It was a nice people watching. These chairs, I honestly just want to take them home. They're like the most comfiest thing I have ever came across. Another thing, we have a bunch of like nice plants and little decor pretty much throughout the whole room. So here we got decorated. They decorated all this for us for Halloween, which it was so much fun. Well, this is Demi Madison's, but all these little cute little Halloween things. We hid a little duck here to see if the next party finds it. You got trees everywhere, honestly. So here's the storage space that I was talking about. That's a full-on closet. You can hang clothes there, and here you have drawers. Then here you have more drawers that are completely empty, just for you to put away your stuff. Here you have a humongous TV. So for Stars of the Seas, they are going to be changing this look around, where they will not be using this closet anymore and just making this just more of a fun filled wall. This does not belong there, but we had to move some things around. So this is where I was at. It is so comfy and it's just so relaxing. Here you have your full-on couch. You have your huge windows with your huge wraparound balcony. Here you have all your tool things to touch and play, and it takes a second to turn on. I'm not sure who turned it off, but you have your volume. You have I don't know. I know one's like the instrument you want to use, one's volume. Then you want to put if you want sound on, sound off, what type of sound, and that type of stuff. Let's just turn it off for now. Another thing that's pretty cool is that every room, oh look, another tree. Every room has an air conditioning system. Here we have these fun balloon lights. Super cool. And of course, the slide. Here we have the fun slide. Sorry, my voice is getting a little low because I'm getting closer to all the kids and they are all sleeping. We'll go check them out now. We are ready to go back to Miami. Well, Icon leaves for Miami, so technically we are in Miami. So hot in here.